When love becomes habit, the silent end of relationships. In the beginning, everything was different. The eyes had brightness, the conversations flowed, the touch brought peace. Every detail seemed a new chapter of something that would never end. But over time, love began to change form. It did not end suddenly. There was no fight, no shouting, no betrayal. Only the silence. Just the usual. And that's how love, without anyone noticing, became a habit. 1. The love that ceases to be choice and becomes routine. At first, love is a living flame. It requires presence, curiosity, willingness to discover the other. But as the days go by, you risk becoming an emotional autopilot. The good morning becomes a formality. The I love you becomes automatic response. The hugs become short, the kisses hasty, and the conversations predictable. There is no longer the desire to surprise, to delight, to care. There is only the comfort of knowing that the other is there. But this comfort, when exaggerated, turns into conformity. And love, which before was fire, becomes only ember, warm, silent, almost imperceptible. 2. The end that begins in small details. Relationships rarely end in great tragedy. Most die gradually, in daily neglect. It is when one stops listening to the other, when the touch becomes obligation, when important conversations are left for later and the after never comes. It is carelessness disguised as stability. It is the all right said without looking the eyes. It is the we slowly turning into two selves that just share the same ceiling. Love dies like this, slow, silent, invisible. And no one notices the exact moment he stopped living. 3. The danger of custom. Habit itself is not the enemy. It is necessary, brings security, routine, familiarity, but danger begins when habit replaces feeling, when being together becomes only a part of the calendar and no longer a daily choice. When the presence of the other no longer causes emotion, nor peace, only indifference. Many couples confuse stability with true love. But love is not absence of conflict, it is presence of connection. Is to look at the other and still feel curiosity. It is to want to grow together, even after years. When this curiosity dies, love turns into empty company. 4. The silence of the end. There are noisy terminations, full of arguments, tears, and slamming doors. But there is an even more painful kind of end, the silent end. The one in which two remain together but no longer see each other. The one in which you sleep side by side, but the souls are distant. The one in which the how was your day is only a formality to fill the void. It is a breakup without farewell. A love that is exhausted without anyone having the courage to admit. And it is in this silence that resides the deepest loneliness, the accompanied loneliness. 5. When love becomes memory. There comes a moment when the couple realizes that there is still affection, but there is no desire. That there is still respect, but no more brightness. And that, although love has existed, time has turned it into memory. Some insist, for fear of loneliness, for attachment to history, or for the hope that everything will be as before. Others decide to leave, not for lack of love, but for self-love. Both feel pain. Because the end of a love is not the end of a feeling, it is the end of a phase of life. And to accept it takes courage. 6. The difference between loving and remaining. Love is movement. Staying is often stagnation. Standing by fear, habit, or convenience is not love, it is attachment. True love does not settle. He grows, reinvents himself, feeds on new gestures. It is not habit, it is decision. And every decision needs to be renewed every day. When love becomes a habit, it is a sign that someone has stopped choosing. And when one stops choosing, the other feels, even if he does not say. 7. The possible reconstruction. But there is good news. Not every love that has entered into habit is lost. Many just need to be awakened. Sometimes, just a sincere look, an honest conversation, a touch without haste. It is enough that both recognize that love needs to be cared for, fed, watered, like a forgotten plant in the corner of the room which can still bloom if someone has the courage to replant it. The problem is when no one else wants to water. When the disinterest is mutual, then the end ceases to be a threat and becomes liberation. Conclusion: love requires presence. Love only lives while it is nourished. When it becomes a habit, he falls asleep. And if no one awakens him, he dies, not with noise, but with silence. So, before the custom kills the charm, look at who is next to you. Ask yourself, am I loving or just getting used to? If the answer is usual, there is still time. But if it is silence, maybe love has already left, even if the body is still there. If the story touched your heart, leave a comment below. Maybe your experience can help another woman find the strength to start over. And don't forget to enjoy the video and sign up. Your voice is also part of the space.